Good morning. Today is March 19th, 2021. It is currently 9:13 in the morning. We got about, 17 minutes, 16 minutes to the open. Again, today I am doing paper trading. Next week I'll start back up on the regular trading with super small shares until I can get my trading back on track. We're going to follow these rules this morning down here at the bottom. Again, I'm in Trader Rehab. I'll probably be trading, like 1,000 shares because it's paper trading. We'll get back to the small 25 shares next week. A hard stop is required. Only place a trade when a setup presents on the 5-minute chart. Only trade between 9:30 and noon. Do not chase an entry. And I have myself a little penalty if I do break any of these rules. What you're seeing on the screen, SPCB, is one of the gappers this morning. Another one is SNES, which has pulled back quite a bit. AAME and MRKR. Those are the four that I'm keeping an eye on, and we'll see what happens. And I'll bring you back when I have something that has potential. First candidate of the day is AAME. I just got in at the break of this candle here at 624. My stop is going to be down here at 566, halfway between the 9 and the 20. I'm not looking for a big breakout here. In fact, I'm probably just going to put my target right here at 49. It just popped and got me out. It went straight to 49. Now, paper trading is very iffy when it comes to, filling a position. If it hits the number, like it went to the high. Well, it went to 50 actually. So, all right, 250 bucks. We'll take that as I wouldn't call it a quick win, but it's a win. So on to the next. All right, the next candidate here is CLVS. She's been climbing all morning, and she's done a little pullback. I'd like it to pull back a little bit more, but we'll play it. And it's a nice spot right at $8. So we'll go 802. And I think since she's been hovering above the 9 so well, my stop will be a break of the 9 EMA here, which will give me a 50-cent stop approximately. All right, and there's the candle. So we're going to come down to 792. And there it goes. It just got me in 792. I'm going to put a target just below 850 for half of my position. And I am going, my stop is 750. Man, I tell you, when it was setting up at 811, I was really tempted to dump it, but I just kept telling myself to believe in my trade. Another example of, you know, intuition there. I should have just did it. Because she flushed. All right, well, CLVS got me on the long position, but it looks like it's setting me up for a short position here. It's broken down through the 9. It's pulled back. It's flat bottomed there. So I'm going to go short if she breaks down through 733. Oh, there we go. It got me in and then bounced to 740, 750. Jeez. It did not like going down there, did it? All right, this one stopped me out. So we're done with this one. And to show you what's happening with ZKIN, it's not looking so hot either. It came up, pulled back. I got in at the break of the top of this one, and it immediately pulled back. My stop is the low of this candle here, so probably right around just above 12. And stopped out on that one too. All right, well, this day has gone south really fast. Started out good, then just a bunch of, I don't know, decent setups that just didn't work. All right, let's just gather myself here and go over the trades that I've made. Okay, so first, let's look at AAME. Wow. Okay, so she was climbing, 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 pull back, pull back. I got in this candle at the break of the high of this candle. And then she went up, she pulled back. This one is the candle I got out in because she popped up and hit my spot. It went to 650, but I got out at 649. And the question always is this is paper trading, so getting filled is pretty much immediate. Even if there's really not that many shares there, it'll just fill you because it's paper trading. It doesn't know any better. So the fact that it hit 650 here is still questionable. I had 1,000 shares sitting there. I may have gotten a partial fill and it would have pulled back. But even if that happened, my stop was down here, right around 580. So it never pulled back to there, and it continued up. It went to, what, 58? Yeah, it went to 58 twice. So I definitely know I would have gotten the same result if this was live. This was a good trade, and good thing that I did not set my target super high, like new high a day, because it did not follow through with that. So good trade, good target. Now, next is CLVS. Let's see if I made any bad decisions here. Climb, 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 climb. Pull back, pull back, pull back to the 9. This is a really nice setup. I got in right here in this candle, just above this one. She went up, up, and dumped. Not sure whether it was the $8 mark that just gave it trouble. Let's look over here on the daily. I really don't see anything across here that's giving it that big of a problem. I mean, it was hovering here around $8, but not at $8. It was above it. And it was using it as support. So I just don't see it. I was really tempted to dump it right here, but I didn't. I just kept telling myself, trust the trade. And it just didn't play out. And it dumped. So I think that was just a good trade that just didn't work. Because the setup's great, in my opinion. This, on the other hand, so she dumped. And I considered this the dump and this the pullback, but in reality, this low was 35, this low was 34, so it was really still going down. The real pullback should have been here. So this candle would have been the one I should have gotten in at if it dropped below this one. That would have been the setup. But if I would have truly waited for that setup, I wouldn't have got in because it kept going up, and that's a good thing. It would have saved me from a bad trade. This was a bad trade. I should not have done that. I justified it because I just lost here, and that shouldn't have happened. And finally, ZKIN. I shouldn't have gotten into this either. Because if you look at it just quickly, and that's what I did, I looked at it quickly. I did not pay attention. I did not get into the details. This is not a climb right here. This is a climb and a pullback, and then a climb and a pullback completely past this climb. So this, if you look at this pullback here, it broke out right here at this level. It climbed from this level, and then over here, it actually pulled back way before the beginning of the climb. So if I would have looked at this better, I would have seen that it had resistance here. It climbed, but then pulled all the way back down below this resistance. So if I would have paid attention, I would have not been in this trade at all. But you know what? That's why I'm paper trading. This was stupid. So 2 stupid trades. So in reality, right now, if I would have done what I was supposed to do, I'd still be down because this one didn't work. Okay, and I lost 40 cents. So that was $400 down right here. I think this was a good trade that just didn't work. And if I would have listened to myself and dumped it when I was thinking about dumping it, I would have been up. But actually almost, let's call it 15 cents. So that would have been a $150 win. Both 250 up and then 400 down. I'm 150 in the hole if I would have done the trades properly. All right, here is the summary of the day. I mean, since this is, all educational for me, I'm going to basically, if I was trading for real, when I made this trade right here, 250 bucks, I would have called it a day. I would have been done. And I knew that today, but since I'm in paper trading and I'm trying to learn, I went ahead and continued. And this trade was good. It was decent, but there were flaws in it, and I didn't notice the flaws. I should have changed the way I did this. And then these other two I shouldn't have even taken. They were bad trades, and I shouldn't have got in them at all. There are reasons why I should have disqualified them immediately, but I did it. I got a little emotional after I lost on this one, and that's what I'm here to fix. So, but here's the summary of today. Again, though, it would have been a $250 win if I would have just called it, which I would if this was real trading. But, well, we'll see how we do next week. And I have decided to stick with paper trading after this day and for another week at least. And we'll see how next week goes. See you on Monday.